Hello everyone. In today's session we are going to add flavors to what we did on our comment session or feedback session. And to remind those who have not subscribed, please do so that you cannot miss the future videos. So I'm going to start my server here. I'm just going to my start here. I can go to all apps and then try to locate where my XAMPP is located. If I cannot get it, I can use the search window here, and then I can type XAMPP. I can type XAMPP control panel that way and wait to load. Then here I ensure that I have started the Apache and also the SQL. Then I can minimize it to the taskbar like that, and then I can double click on my favorite browser, Chrome. Then I add on a U4 tab. Then I can type the default IP address, which is 127 maybe .0.0.1, and then I can click OK. And here are the folders and the files that I'm working with. So I can double click inside this folder of library, and if you remember carefully, this is the folder, this is the file that we are using, that is n2.php. So I can click on it, and here this is the form that we had earlier on created. So to locate where this file is located on my hard disk, I can just go to File Explorer here, and then I can go to the drive C. I can click this PC, then drive C, and then I have the folder here, XAMPP. Then I'm using this folder htdocs, and then this is the library, and this is the folder. So I can just right click on it and then maybe edit with Notepad++ to reach where my code are located. So this is the source code of what is running on our browser here. This when we submit, remember this was to capture our data when we submit. Maybe we can have the name there, Morris Munene, that way. And then here I can have email, maybe Maina at maybe Gmail, maybe .com. And then here I can have my website, which is www maybe .com, maybe .ac, or maybe I can use the commercial .co, maybe .ke. And then I can add any comment. So you can see I have not specified as a requirement. There is no any asterisk on top of it. I'm a male, then I can submit this data. And here this is the data that I have maybe submitted to this. So now we can add the date function so that we can capture maybe the date when we submit maybe our data. So what I just need to do is to go to I want it to capture the date that I have submitted here. So I can just come here. Remember this one is the form just pop itself there, because you can click another, you can add another comment, and then this one, remember when we shall be connecting to the database, it will be saved to the database. Otherwise, remember this one is online, so meaning that we can have more people commenting and seeing the comment, as like the case of the Facebook, where you can upload your picture and then upload something to your profile. So I want us, we have something here, we capture the date when we write. So we can go to our code here where we have the PHP, where we are echoing. So I can use this Rust PHP here, and then maybe here let me try to capture something there. Then here maybe I can say maybe another, we can put another echo there, and then maybe I can give this and then I can say maybe submitted on that way. Then here, because I want to use a function, I can just use a string concatenation. I can add that, and then I can add date function here that way. And then remember, a function is always maybe started with maybe something we call the semicolons, and then maybe I can terminate it there with the semicolon after the parenthesis. Then inside here I can pass my parameters here. We can have different formats that we are passing this. Maybe we can specify the here and then separated by the / that way, and then maybe the other one is a month to pass, and maybe we can also separate it with a / and then remember the other one of course is a day, so we can have the day maybe there. That's our function, and maybe we can try to string concatenate the other one with just a break here, so that we can have it maybe neat that way. And then here we can have a break also like that, and then remember always to put this break into, because this one is another space that we are just putting on our system, so we can just put it with inside the code like that. Then let us try to save it like that, and then let us try to refresh our system here, and then we can resubmit, then look at the system. So you can see here submitted on today. This year is 2023-0902. According to my clock here, you can see that's the time. So remember, this one is the first way that you can write such a date. Maybe another way that we can write it, maybe we can copy this and then try maybe to paste it many times. I can just copy to save time, and then I can just click enter, then Control V, paste, enter, maybe then Control V that way. And then remember, the first way we have separated with the /. There are many ways that you can write the date depending on your country, how you write it. I can decide to use the dashes instead of the /, maybe like that. And then the other one, maybe I can decide to use maybe to separate it with the maybe the commas also, and see if there is any harm. Let me try to save it, and then I can try to refresh here. I can resubmit that, and here still you can see my data are also well written like that. Maybe we can give a congratulation, maybe congratulation for note here at the end. So what we can do to that, maybe we can come below this, and below the last statement there, and then from there maybe we can give, this is the power of the PHP, we can say maybe we can echo, and then inside that we can say that maybe we can give, it should be inside the quotes like that, and then here we can give our semicolon just like that, and then here we can say that maybe you have, or maybe congratulation, maybe congratulation elation, maybe congratulations for submitting, maybe for submitting like that. And then remember here we can just add the string concatenation of the date function so that it can take our today's date. So we can have the date year function. Remember it is always followed by the parenthesis, and then inside here we can pass the argument. We want it to write the day, so we can give this, and then here we can have maybe hell for the lowercase so that they can write it in lowercase. Then you can save it, and then let us try to refresh here. Resubmit like that, and then you can see here, congratulations for submitting maybe Saturday. We can just add somewhere here submitting this feedback, maybe this feedback maybe on, so that they can have that date, then we can try to save it, and then we can go to our browser here and refresh. We see that way, and then we can try to see here. So you can see here there is a congratulations for submitting this feedback on Saturday. Of course today is on Saturday when I'm recording this, so that is how you can have it. So maybe we can also have the copyright, which can be updated maybe using the date function. Let us see where we can add. Remember we can add this feedback after our PHP function there, and then maybe we can say that maybe we can give this, then we can pass maybe copy, and then from the copy we can separate with the full stop there, and then here we can give it is on 2023. Let's see if it is going to echo something. Then we can string concatenate it, and then here we can try to add some Java, so that some PHP, so that we can see what it can echo. Then we can say echo. Let's echo echo. Maybe here we can have the date function. Date. We want it to update the copyright here, maybe on our website, so we can add the password there that way, and then remember always to terminate it with a semicolon. Then here remember to pass the parameter here, just like that, and then here we can have maybe the here, and then remember always to close we can close our PHP tag here, so we can have the full stop, and then we can have the closing angle bracket just like that, and then let us try to save it and try to refresh here. We see what prevails that way, and then we can try to see where it has been recorded. So you can see here we have something here, the copyright, that is this symbol for the copyright, and then it is 2023. Remember here you can give the date that you have developed your website here. Maybe we can say it is 2001. We want to show the audience that this our website exists since 2001. We can save it that way, then we can try to refresh here, you see, and continue, and then here below you can see we have 2001. Then it can update the today's year just direct like that. So let me try to put the string concatenation here at the end so that I can see if it can go to the next line, so we can copy that way, and then we can paste it there. Control V, like that. We can save, and then we can try to refresh that way. And here you can see now we have our very good looking the copyright at the end here. So I don't think we can maybe try to bring it to the center. Most of them maybe are found at the center. So let me try to give maybe each tag here so that I can see if it can work like that. And then here, let me see if it is going to work. If it is not going to work, you can just understand that it is that way. And then we can have it before this, after that function, maybe there, or we can have before here. Let's try to put it there, we see what happens. Just like that. And try to save it, and then come here and refresh. So there is an error where we told that there is a syntax that is unexpected on that. Let's see. Where we can maybe correct it. So this is the error that is here. Let me try to put this. So that it can be inside the code. We see if we are going to correct that error. We can try to reload our site here. So still there is so meaning we cannot be able to pass that. So let us do away with it. We see if it can correct that error. And then there's also this. Then we can save it just like that. Then we can refresh here and submit, and there you can see we have our code with the maybe the copyright that we needed. So that is how you can add the copyright. Maybe you can also add some time here. You see the time. Maybe we want to echo this 11:21. We see how we can echo it before this. Maybe congratulations for submitting this feedback on Saturday, and then maybe we can try to put the time there, Saturday at what time. So we can just give a break here. Let me see this one if it will allow us. We put it here, a break there. Then we can decide to echo just like that, and then here maybe we can have that, and then remember always to terminate it with a semicolon. Maybe we want to congratulations for submitting this feedback at this whatever. Maybe at maybe we can say maybe at maybe here we want to give the time, so we can do the string concatenation here, and then here we can have the date function. We can have that date function there like that, and then remember always to put that in quotes, and then we can have it terminated like that with a semicolon. Sorry. And then inside here we can pass the parameters that we want to execute, can be executed by this function, and let them be on a quote, in a quote like that. And then the first one is to display the hours, and then the other one is to display maybe the minute, and maybe the other one to display maybe the second, and then the other one is to display the maybe the hand meridian or post meridian, that is AM or PM, maybe in a small case, that is in small case like that. Then I can try to save it and then try to reload my page here to see if it is reflecting good. So you can see here I have congratulations for submitting these on Saturday at, this is the time, 10:23 and then 21 seconds PM. So let us try to give maybe a break so that you can be able to understand how it means clearly. So we can give a space here, so I can just copy these, that is the string concatenations with that break. I can just copy it and then bring it inside here so that it can have the difference. So I can Control V, paste it there like that, and then I can just do away with one semicolon and then save this and then try to refresh my browser here like that. Good. And here you can see that I have this submitted maybe on this date. Congratulations for submitting this feedback on Saturday, maybe at 10:24-21 PM. To give the space between hat and that, I can just give a space here. You can just give a space there like that and then try to refresh, to save, and then here to refresh here like that to see if that space is accorded on my browser. So you can see here I have at 10:24:53 seconds PM. So that is how you can work on that. Remember also you can decide to put your own timestamps, that is using maybe a variable or a function known as the MK time here. Maybe for example I don't want to put that, I can just come here. Let me see if it is going to work. I can just come there, then I can give maybe a space, and then I can try to give my own time. Remember I can declare my own time here. I can declare it time, and then this time now I can use the mk function, which is equals to, maybe I can say here, maybe I have this mk maybe time, mk time like that. And remember this one I need to display. You can see it is a function by itself here. Then remember I can add this and then terminate it with a semicolon. Then inside here now I can add what I want to terminate. We have seen that the time is around 11:24 and that second, so I can just say here it is 11, and then I can separate with a with a comma, 11 maybe. The minute is maybe 25 now. Maybe the other one is maybe 56 second, and maybe from there I can also give my date. Today maybe it is when today, maybe it is on second, maybe I can say second, and then maybe on 9, and then here it is what 2023, just like that. Then remember I can separate them with the semicolon with the comma. So I have that there, and then there is that, and then there is also that one here, and then there is that one there, and then we are done. So now that is what I want to be written to my website. And then here I can invoke this by using this inbuilt function, maybe echo, and maybe I can give this, and then remember always to terminate it with a semicolon like that. And then I can say maybe here I can just say that maybe this is comment this comment was maybe written on, and then I can give a space. Then remember here to put the string concatenation there, and then I can invoke my function, which is the date, like that, and then I can give it as a function like that, and then inside here remember always to give to put it under the quote. So here I have the first one, maybe, which is the here, then I can use the dot followed by the, maybe after the year we have the month, maybe followed by the day, like that, and then we have the hour, then we have maybe the minute, and then we have the seconds, and then we shall have either PM or AM in small letters, just like that. And then from there we can separate with a semicolon, and then remember I want to reference to this variable here, which is $t, which I can copy, and then I can come here and have it pasted there, just like that. And then let us try to save it, and maybe we can try to refresh here, that way. So let us go down here. So you can see we have this comment was written on 2030 11 13, then we have 11 maybe 5 whatever at that time. So to separate with our copyright, here we can have the string concatenation just the way we had here on top, just the way we had here. Then we can just copy this, we can just copy, and then we can put it here. So we can have that control pasted just like that, and then we can do away with one semicolon. Then we can save it, and maybe try to refresh. So we have that, and it is well separated. So I don't think there is any need for us to have this because we already have the one that can automatically record itself. So you can see here it is 10:31 dot that. So this one is appropriate maybe to use. It is very appropriate to use. And remember also you can create maybe the date from a string, maybe with the start or time function, So to do that, maybe I can have, what I need to change here is what I can just come here, and then instead of this maybe I can have this BM. Let me just change these. I don't need to redo it again. So I can just have to change that function to something we call the start, maybe the SRT. Why is it not reflecting? Oh, maybe time. I think it is this. Start time, like that. And then remember this one is followed by, maybe we can put the time, and then just we can have it just the way it was. So here what we need to change here, we can just change the parameters here. We change and put our time manually like that, and then we can have this one being on, and then here we can put the time manually. Maybe it is 11, maybe 33, and maybe we can have it in, it is maybe PM, just like that. Then it is September there, like that, and then we can pass the date, which is maybe to September 2, and then we can give the year, which is 2023, just like that. The other things we don't need to have it, but we can just refresh here and see if there is error. No, there isn't any error, so the function is correct. And here you can see we have this comment was made on 2023-09 at 11:00 p.m. Remember, we had included the second, but we had not pressed the second. And remember also, you can be able to reschedule these, and have it being occurring different days where you can partake your event. So here what I need to do, I can just use the same function here, but here now I need to have a different parameter here, there. Maybe I can say here it is maybe tomorrow, on Sunday, sorry, maybe tomorrow, just like that. And then here I want this one to be, maybe you can say that this was done on this, maybe we have concatenation there, and then our date reflect like that. Let us see without changing anything if this function can work. You can refresh, and there it works good. So you can see this comment was written on 23:03, that is the time tomorrow, and the beginning time is 12 midnight, like that. So let us try to have it being maybe the other one being next Saturday, and then we can have the other one maybe after 3 months. So I just need to copy the same here, which I have like that, and then I can just copy, and then I can just give the space here, just like that, then Control V, just like that. And then here what I need to have is maybe just changing this to next. Today is on Saturday, next, maybe I can use next Saturday. I don't know if right in pronouncing that. And then the others, let them remain just the way they are, and then I can save it, and then try to refresh here, just like that, and see what has been written on my. So you can see that I have this, the comment was written on that, and then the next comment will be written on 0909. So you can, if you add the 7 from these, from today, you get it at 09. So let us try to put it maybe after 4 months. After 4 months, we know it will maybe be something to do with January. So let us maybe control paste there, and then here we can maybe change that our parameter which we are passing to our argument, and maybe put it maybe to be plus maybe 4, and then we can maybe it is forward. You can just put 4 maybe months, 4 months like that, and then we can try to receive, and then you can try to refresh here. You can refresh that way, and here you can see the next one will be made on 2024 January at that particular time. So there are more that you can sanitize, or you can work with the functions. And also, let me just, you can see now this one is etiquette. To do this, you have the function that maybe you can have maybe you can set it can allow you to set the starting date and maybe the end date. So let me declare another imaginary variable here, like maybe s date, where it stands for maybe for start date, like that. And then I can assign it maybe what am I assigning it? I can assign it these we had here. There is no need of rewriting these, so we can just I can just copy paste these and then I assign it there. That's the advantage of programming. You can reuse different code at a different time. Maybe here I can maybe because I'm trying to set the date maybe from today, and today is on Saturday, so I can just write there maybe Saturday, just like that. And maybe I can also have another maybe variable of date, but this one now will be the end, so I can just copy paste this. I just give the space there, and then I can paste it there, and then here I can maybe change my variable to add date. And here now my variable now can be different, because this one maybe I can say that the project takes maybe 7 months, so I can say plus maybe there I can give maybe plus 7, just like that. Then I can give the space and then specify what is that 7. It is 7 months, 7 months, like that. And if it is 7 months like that, remember here I can give the variable that I'm referencing this as start, because it is my start time. So I can just copy that and then can try to paste it there, just like that. And then here, to be correct, I can just use one of the loop. Maybe I can say while, just like that. And then I can pass the condition that I want to be certain there. Well, maybe this is the start. I can copy it and then I can paste it there. Is maybe I can say less than this. I can copy it, end time, and just have it pasted. Sorry, I have end time. So now what do I need to be done? I can just put the echo. Oh, this is also an inbuilt function, like that. So what do I need? What I need is I can have maybe echo there, and then I can use the date function like that. Remember to put always on that parenthesis, and then here I can have this just like that. And then here I want it to take the month and day, just like that, month and day. And then here it will be referencing to my first date here, which is that variable. I can control V that way, just control V that way. And then here maybe I can use this string concatenation. I can just copy it there, and then I can try to paste it like that there. And then what else do I need? I can be able to start to set a given variable here. Maybe I can have this. I can have that, and then I can say this will be equivalent to maybe I can have this up like that. Then I can have it pasted there. Then I can remember this one is a function. I have left s, then it needs to be inside the parenthesis like that. inside the parentheses like that, and then here I can have maybe plus 2 weeks. I can have the week that way, and then after this, remember, I can separate with the colon, and then I can reference I can reference my start date here. Like that, and then let us try to save it and refresh. We see if we can be able to submit something good. So it works. So you can see here I have set all the date. After 2 weeks the event is going to take place until the last day. Remember, I never had the here, so that's why you can see whatever is maybe being displayed is the what is the month and the date. So that is how you can simply work with the deadlines, which you can be able to set. And remember also, you can set the ceilings and all such kind of things depending on what you are doing. So you can even, let us try to send a different one. So here and maybe I can have this one being Lion Karan, like that. Then I can have maybe Lion Karane, maybe at gmail.com, that way. Then the website, I can just use the same that I had done there. Then here I can add the comment, you're doing a good work. Maybe you are doing recommendable job, and maybe you can give the space there. You're giving you are doing recommendable maybe job, maybe to teachers PHP, as PHP programming. And maybe it can be big as you wish. Language, you can, there is a recommendable the language, so you can be able to recorrect it. And then remember, this one is mandatory, so we can check that mail, and then we can try to resubmit our data or post our data. And here it is what we have displayed. We have Ryan Karane, all that doing a recommendable mail, and all that is displayed. So tomorrow we are going to ensure that these fields, you cannot leave them empty using the PHP code that we are going to add on this form here after maybe after the values. So stick to this channel, subscribe, like and share, so that you don't miss all the series that we maybe upload on the daily basis as we teach the others. And remember not to forget to share it to many, so that we can increase our family of learning programming. Thank you very much.